Hello every PADEL players, my name is Manu Martin, I'm a professional PADEL coach, and in this video, in this tactic, psychological video, we are talking about the freezer tactic. This is the name that we use in Spanish, and as I told you before, it's because you get cold, you feel cold because, well, you begin to not touch the ball. In this situation, there are a few things that you can do, but first of all, let's listen to Juan Lebron and, well, his insights when he's playing with Ale Galán and he feels this tactic from their opponents.
La nevera es una situación que pasa también en muchos deportes, ¿no? En este caso en el pádel, pues al fin y al cabo cuando tú sientes, bueno, perdón, el rival siente que tú a lo mejor estás jugando mejor que tu compañero, pues tú pasas más por la nevera, e incluso al revés, yo paso más a tocar bola y mi compañero pasa más a la nevera. En este caso, el jugador que está más frío, que digamos que es el nevera, sí, ahí, pues ahí yo recomiendo que esté muy activo, ¿sabes? Esté muy activo porque cuando le venga la pelota, no digamos que va a venir la pelota y la vas a jugar, te la vas a jugar y la vas a ganar.
Que es una presión.
Claro, entonces cuando te tocarla, tienes que hacerlo bien y obviamente de la manera más correcta para obviamente seguir complementando el juego con tu compañero. Cuando estás así, obviamente es que yo insisto en que hay que moverse mucho porque estás como intentando buscar la pelota, entro aquí, no entro aquí, entro allí. Claro,
¿Mejor entonces, en el lado izquierdo de la pista o en el derecho si te están haciendo mucha nevera?
Bueno, es que eso depende también, o sea, depende también de que la juegues, ¿no? O sea, yo juego de derecha y te puedo asegurar que cuando me toca hacerlo, cuando me están haciendo la nevera, en este caso, lo que intento, pues la verdad es estar siempre muy activo de pies para que no me sorprenda cuando me venga la pelota y me la quite de encima, sino que juegue una pelota bien, ¿sabes? De manera correcta para que también, digamos, en este caso pueda irle a mi compañero más fácil.
As Juan Lebron says, the first thing is to keep calm and trying to be active, moving all the time, because you know, when you're playing in this situation, it's very easy that when the first ball is coming, you will try to win the point with the very first ball. And this is a common mistake because you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel accurate with the ball, and you will put the ball out for sure. Maybe not with the first one, but for sure for the third or the fourth one, the ball will go out. So you will be into struggle a lot during this match. So the first thing is to keep moving, to be active during the whole point, and trying to help your partner as a team, not to play by yourself and trying to act like a hero. So you trying to play as a group, as a team, and in this case there are a few things, tactic things that you can do. But the first thing is to play as a team, to keep moving and to understand that this is a common situation. And even a common question that many people ask me is, Manu, is this legal? Yes, it is. It's legal and your opponent are allowed to do this during your match, but this is something very common and it's important to you, for you to know that when playing padel, if you're competing, this is something legal and it's not rude. But when you're playing you know, you're during a training or when you're playing with friends, it's quite rude to do this kind of game. So it's important for you to know this and trying to use only when you're competing. When you're competing, as I told you, this is something very common. This is something that you have to know how to handle because, as I told you, this is very common and it's legal.
Cuando por ejemplo, estás ahí que tocas poca pelota y a nivel mental eso pues puede pasarte factura, ¿no? Entonces imagínate que puede pasar, obviamente, cuando tienes una circunstancia de que no te llega la pelota y en un momento de ese punto te llega la pelota y la fallas, el primero que suele frustrarte eres tú.
Totalmente.
Porque quieres ayudar. Entonces lo que siempre digo que cuando vas a fallar alguna pelota, siempre digo que hay que calmar porque obviamente si sabes que te va a llegar y tienes que hacerlo de manera correcta, paciencia, metemos pelota poco a poco y vamos encontrando la manera también para que también el juego pase por mí, ¿sabes? Que en este caso sería que mi compañero jugase más paralelo.
If you are wondering how to train this for your next match, I have a really good exercise that you can practice with your friends or during your training. And it's quite simple. It's the card games. Imagine that you're playing a game and you make an unforced error, then you have the yellow card. It's just like in football, okay? You have the yellow one. If you make another one, then you have the red one and you lose the whole game. So you will be losing 0-1, okay? So what's gonna happen when you play with this kind of game? If you make a mistake, your opponent are going to play towards you for sure all the time. So you will, point number one, you will feel the pressure and you will feel uncomfortable because you know that they are going to point on you. And the second thing is maybe your partner will feel the same because he's not touching the ball. So what can you do? Well, you can play down the line. This is the first thing that you can do. If you play down the line, maybe you're pushing them to play cross court. The second thing that you can do is going to the net. Why? Because when you're closer to the net, you're able to attack in an easier way. So you will be more aggressive because you're closer to the net and your opponent will feel more pressure from you. So going closer to net will, for sure, will put more balls towards your partner. And the third thing, always talking about right-handed players, is to play or even moving to the right side of the court. And the reason is simple. When you're playing with another right-handed player, your partner will help you in the middle of the court with the bandeja, with the víbora, with the smash, in an easier way. When the player who is receiving all the balls is the player on the left side, my partner, in this case, for example, if all the ball come towards Ale Galán, Lebron from the right side will feel more uncomfortable going with the bandeja and with the smash because he has to move backwards and it's not so comfortable for him. So if you feel all the balls are coming towards you, go to the right side. Remember, you can switch the side of the court every set, but you can break the Australian mode for him. For example, you can break the Australian. And in this case, you will feel more comfortable when you're receiving all the balls. Anyway, after this video, please share it with all your friends. I hope it was helpful for you in order to go to your next match. And well, I'm so happy if you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm trying to push it in English version. I'm doing all this stuff in Spanish for 10 years. But well, I think that all the English community need more content, and I'm so glad to be here doing this kind of videos. So thank you very much and see you next week.